Hello internet people! I recently took the liberty of downloading the modern day cause of ADHD, TikTok. Now, like everybody else, I woke up one morning, I went and sat on the toilet, as is a man's prerogative to do in the mornings. I opened TikTok, and then 11 hours later, I left the bathroom needing a shower. Now, whilst I was sitting there with 2 red circles on my knees, waiting for the feeling to come back on my feet so I could stand up to leave the bathroom, I did find a few that piqued my interest, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to give them a go because they look like bullshit. So today, we're going to test speaker-based TikToks and find out whether or not they're worth it, or if they're a complete pile of shit. On a side note, today is also my birthday, June 26th, so please like and subscribe as a birthday present to me. Thank you very much.
Let's test some TikToks.
Eesh. Coming in first with 2.7 million views. Apparently, you can use a speaker magnet to power a light bulb, which would solve all the world's energy crisis. Getting some cable, soldering it to the terminals, wrapping it around the motor as if that has any kind of power that can add voltage. Grabbing a standard light switch. So we're shorting out the voice coil around the magnet with a single piece of wire to then go to a light bulb, and then let me guess, it's going to magically... Oh, would you look at that? Unbelievable. Speaker, magnet, terminals. Now apparently, what you're supposed to be able to do, let's put some fresh solder on these, get rid of some of the old shite. Get a piece of wire, solder it to one of the terminals. If this works, I am never paying a bill for my lighting ever again. If we get even the slightest smorgasbord of voltage out of this thing, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm assuming the more winds the better. Oh, is it going to reach? Sort of, just about, kind of, nearly. I cannot tell you how excited I am to be able to provide the whole world with free lighting. And here it comes, the moment of truth. Can this very poorly produced TikTok that showed wrapping wire around a speaker magnet to a light thing actually solve the entire world's energy crisis? 3, 2, 1. No. I think we can firmly say that this one falls in the category of piece of shit. Let's try another. If you're sort of thinking, Adam, I wish your audio was better, I have ordered a studio microphone, so subscribe because this channel's just going to get better and better and better. Next on the agenda, we seem to have somebody who's really handy with cardboard. So the idea here is that you take your normal phone and you doff it in the middle of a toilet roll tube with cups on the end, and it amplifies it astronomically. Stop! Now, one is to assume that the theory behind this is that your phone sits in here, these act as tubes, and then these act as some kind of horn? Some kind of horny response. This is more for your university level kind of cohort that can't even afford to buy a £1 Bluetooth speaker on eBay, and I feel sorry for you. If you're having to use the middle of your poo rolls to try and make your telephone a little bit louder, along with some party cups that you've probably played beer pong with, then fair play, hats off to you. Kind of genius. I'm assuming we'll want this at the back for maximum amplification. You know what, in theory, this might actually hold some merit. I mean, the idea is there, start small and expand out. Theoretically, it should be directionally louder than a phone that just plays out into an environment. However, I've got a funny feeling that these are going to reverberate and sound like absolute shit. So here we go. Can this absolutely free, homemade DIY party speaker be louder than just having a phone on a desk? So, you know, it makes a bit of a difference. I'll tell you what, the biggest difference that this makes, it makes it sound a lot worse. What a waste of time. Now this, I can firmly say, goes in the pile of shit category. But hold around, because I know we've had two piles of shit, but this next one actually holds some promise, and it's a bit techier. It's a video titled How to Make Mini Audio. Good English. So it doesn't actually show you what's going on. It looks like you're using some kind of 5 volt battery into a speaker. The negative goes to a MOSFET, to a resistor, a capacitor, and then to an auxiliary cable, which I'm assuming then goes into your phone. And hey presto, you're supposed to then have some kind of amplification device that creates more sound. I've got an IRF B4227. Close enough. So we then need a capacitor of some description. I don't remember what ones I've got left over. 50 volt, 1000 microfarad. That'll do. 3,300 ohm resistor. I've got 3,200. A sacrificial 3.5mm jack, which is going to go and die. A speaker, which is highly unlikely to experience any trauma as a result of this experiment. And a 5 volt power supply. Now the keen-eyed among you will notice that I'm not using the same MOSFET that I have in this video. Doesn't really make a difference. They're all the same inside the both end channel MOSFETs. The same thing inside, they just handle different amounts of power. I'm going to solder this shit together, and then hopefully we're going to have the world's teeny tiniest amplifier. Black cable is ground, and the white and red cables are the channels. So I'm guessing we just use one of the channels in the ground.
You don't have to go now, I won't let you down. I don't know how you found me and why you stay around.
And here we have it, the absolute thing of beauty. For some reason the live goes straight into the speaker up to 5 volts, negative goes out through a resistor. It just does what it does. It's kind of followed this. It's probably close enough. Now, if this even turns on and that doesn't go beep beep twice, which tells me there's a short in the circuit somewhere, I'm going to be stunned. Then we'll try and put a signal through it and see what happens. First things first, voltage all the way down. Current on this side, voltage on that side. Something's whistling at me. There's definitely electrical noises. It went whee as I turned it on. 3, turn everything down. 3, 2, 1. No! I mean, it's dead quiet. I'm wondering if that's because the voltage is so low. I mean, it's not even as loud as a phone. But we're only using one channel. Both channels are now connected. Is it any louder? Okay, had to unplug and plug back in, but we're on. Now, the guide said 5 volts of input, but I'm using a 50 volt capacitor and a MOSFET that's meant to go in a car ramp, which would normally see about 15 volts. So let's turn the voltage up. 5 volt. 7 volt. We're nearly drawing a full amp through this one MOSFET. It's getting louder. 15 volts. It's still ridiculously quiet. For reference, let's unplug it and play through the phone. Oh, something short-circuited. I think it's on fire. Something bad's happened. Something smells very warm. What's blood? It smells like toast. Let's plug it back in again, see if it works. Oh, it smells very much like a blown speaker. No. It's dead. Do we have a short circuit across the coil? Yes, we do. It's completely fucked. In hindsight, the 5 volt might have been to protect the coil rather than the MOSFET. Well, we tried it. So I'm going to set this contraption here firmly down in the piece of shit category. Now, we've tested 3 TikToks. They've all been pieces of shit. Have you seen anything online that's audio based that you want me to test on my bench? Send me a link to it somewhere in the comments and I'll go and have a look. This is completely done for. There's no point in trying to keep this anymore. And that is this one done for. Please do subscribe. Please do like the video. It helps the algorithm enormously. And join, because I think this continues to be the fastest growing audio-based YouTube channel on the internet. So, I've been Adam. You've been amazing. This thing is terrible. I'll see you next time. Be good to each other. See you later.